Welcome on in. It's another edition of Aggie Basketball, Utah State, Eastern Oregon. Before we get things started, let's pause 10 seconds for local stations to identify themselves. It's Aggie Basketball from Learfield IMG College. Actually, pretty good crowd considering it's the middle of the day on a Saturday. Students are long gone, and the Cache Valley residents here taking advantage of an interesting marketing idea. I really like this idea. $11 tickets based on the temperature outside 2 days ago at midnight. So it was 11 degrees. People got 11 degrees, $11 tickets.
That's a great deal. Good thinking.
Yep, and good crowd out here today here in the Spectrum. Eastern Oregon controlling the tip and working from left to right. Brock Johnson with the ball. Kicks it back to the right wing. Spot up three is up and down. And knocking it down is number 14, Landon Jones. It gets a good look, and Eastern Oregon out to the early 3-0 lead. Abel Porter to Justin Bean. Back to Diogo Brito. Cross court to Abel Porter. Wide open. Baseline three. Yes, he is so good at those baseline threes.
Well, he's good right in the corner. That's his spot. There's no doubt about it.
Here comes, as we're all squared up at three apiece, foul is going to go against Diogo Brito, as he's tied up with Landon Jones.
Yeah, I think Diogo just kind of tripped there and then fell into the offensive player. All giggling about it now, but definitely those fouls will add up with a little shortened bench tonight.
Yep, no Nemish Keita, no Sam Merrill in this game tonight. Max McCulloch with the ball, hands back over to Heckard. Heckard hands back to McCulloch, who rises, fires a long three, and it is missed. It's a team that shoots a lot of threes on the season, and they average about 37%. Ball stolen away on a cross-court pass and stolen back by Abel Porter. Attacks the rim and draws the foul. Good job by Abel Porter keeping that ball alive, getting a steal and getting to the rim and getting himself some free throws.
Yeah, just kind of stuck around there, got a little hand on the ball right there and able to get first foul on our big fella there.
Yep, they do feature a 7-footer. It's Jarek Schetzel. 7 foot, 241-pound senior, as Abel Porter calmly hits the first free throw, and he'll have one more. Utah State out to an early 4-3 lead over Eastern Oregon. Second free throw up, and that is good as well. Here comes the inbounds. Quickly coming left to right is Heckard. Heckard bounce pass to Schetzel. Down low against Dorius. Puts the shot up, no good. But Dorius is going to get hit with the foul, and it'll send Schetzel to the free throw line.
Yeah, good footwork there. Schetzel kind of drop-stepped and got Dorius on his back. All he could do then at that point was swing and try to block it or create a foul.
Eastern Oregon coming into this game 7-6 on the season. They're only 1-3 in conference play. They've already played 4 conference games. But get this, Coach, they average 102 points per game.
Oh, my goodness. That's NBA scores there. That's shooting them quick, playing fast. So yeah, something they want to do.
Tied up at 5 apiece here early as we're at the 18:50 mark. Both free throws good by Schetzel. Brock Miller on the left wing being guarded closely by McCulloch. Back to Porter. Porter wants to drive, and Porter is going to get hit with the travel. Picked up the foot before he started the drive, and they get hit with the travel. Yeah,
they came with a little double team there out of a zone look, and it just kind of caught Abel off guard, and he tried to split it and ended up picking up that pivot foot.
Second Utah State turnover here in the early stages of this game. Heckard hands back to McCulloch, who gives it to Schetzel on the left elbow, and then bounces back out to McCulloch, who will reset the offense. 20 seconds on the shot clock. McCulloch still hammering the ball into the lane. Ball stolen away on the drive by Porter. Porter on a 1-on-2 fast break. Tries to alley-oop it to Bean. Can't get it, but there to collect the offensive rebound is Brock Miller. He's fouled to go to the free throw line. Not a particularly good pass from Abel Porter to Bean. Bean still nearly was able to throw it down, which would have really blown this place apart.
Yeah, I think he was a little further away from the rim than he had thought, but, man, he got up there. It's a good pass. Just need that a little bit more towards the rim.
Yep. Here comes Miller with a couple of free throws. Nice offensive rebound by Brock Miller. He hits the first free throw. He'll have one more. As already, I believe you got a couple early team fouls against Eastern Oregon. Second free throw is up and good by Brock Miller.
Yeah, kind of rare to see Brock at the foul line, especially early in the game. That'll give him a chance to get his confidence.
By the way, that's only the 5th and 6th free throws shot by Brock Miller so far in the season, and we're 15 games into the year.
Yeah, he's definitely an outside specialist.
Landon Jones hands back to Heckard. Heckard then gets it to number 44, Brock Johnson. Drives, floater with the right hand, off the glass, won't go. And here comes Justin Bean with the rebound, outlets it to Miller. Miller pull up three and can't get it to go. But there is Dorius with an easy offensive rebound and the easy putback. Quickly to McCulloch going the other way. His pass cross court stolen away. Justin Bean with the steal. Justin Bean bounce pass to Brito, Brito to Bean, and Bean lays it up and in. And like that, Eastern Oregon wants a timeout.
Well, they're going quick and ready to go, so I think their coach surprised them with the timeout there.
Aggies on a 6-0 run, lead this game 11-5. Coach's timeout. We'll take that 30-second timeout as well. Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. This game 11-5, 17:42 left to go here in the first half, and Aggies playing the pace of Eastern Oregon. Wants to go. They want to go fast. Utah State goes, all right, we'll go fast, and we'll still beat you in that game.
Yeah, I think that leads better into our game than theirs, but they're definitely like to roll it, don't they?
McCulloch on the left wing, posting up. It's big man Schetzel. Turnaround jumper, double team, can't get the shot off, and they're going to say inside the cylinder. We haven't seen that call this year.
No,
we saw it a little bit at the end of last year.
Yeah, it was a point of emphasis, new rule last year. It just kind of happens when it tries to avoid the offensive player throwing the elbow.
By the way, guess who's checking into the game? He has not played since game number 7. Kuba Karbovsky into the game. Coming off the appendectomy injury, or appendectomy surgery. Can't really call it an injury. And he is into the game. So Kuba playing in his first game in the last 7 games. Turnaround shot by Schetzel, lines up on the rim and finally drops for him. As Eastern Oregon snaps Utah State 6-0 run, 11-7. And that's a little bit of an opportunity here to bang the rust off Kuba too.
Yeah, kind of get him some run. Looks like he's lost a little weight, so we need to get him working hard and eating.
Brock Miller lines up the three. It's a little bit short. Kuba pulls down the rebound, kicks it back to Avery Porter. Swinging on the right side to Brito. Brito underneath the Kuba, throws down. An easy two-handed dunk. Welcome back, big fella. Long pass to Schetzel. Schetzel, he throws down the dunk on the other end, and the stickers down to Avery Porter. You got a foot on the guy. You're really going to stare him down?
Well, Abel probably shouldn't have tried to block it.
Abel Porter outside the three-point line. 13-9 is our score. Aggies with a 4-point lead. Brito attacks the rim, gets fouled.
That's too bad. I'd like to see him play a little longer. That'll be 2 fouls on Schetzel there.
Yeah, Schetzel's going to check out of the game. Sean Bairstow is set to check in for the Aggies. Reset your lineup of what you got out here. Abel Porter, Brock Miller, Diogo Brito, Kuba, and Justin Bean. Also Alfonso Anderson about to check in as well. First free throw by Diogo is up and good. Diogo Brito has been nails in the free throw line this year. He's shooting almost 91% from the line and hit 4 big free throws down the stretch against Florida.
Huge. I mean, he alluded to that in the postgame. His shot's not been the greatest from beyond the arc, but being able to stay constant at the line will definitely win you some games.
Second free throw for Brito is up and good. So he continues his hot shooting streak from beyond from the free throw line. Aggies push the lead back to 6. This matches our largest lead, 15-9. 16:25 left to go here in the first half. Hooker launches the long three. It's short. Bairstow comes away with it. Bairstow does not have numbers. Finally peels back. Hands up top to Porter. Porter into the lane. Porter attacks the rim and gets it to go. Hung on the rim and drops. Long pass. Down low. Up, under, blocked away by Alfonso Anderson. Landon Jones tried to get the layup, and Anderson comes away with a block shot, and the Aggies have the ball. Sean Bairstow, his runner, up, no good. Kuba bats it to himself, all by himself, finally dribbles out of it, and he is fouled. As Josh Brown fouls him, Kuba is making his presence felt in a big way, Coach.
He sure is. What an aggressive rebound right there. He's not scared to mix it up at all right now.
Kuba Karbovsky back in the lineup after suffering a appendectomy surgery, playing his first meaningful game in this game for Utah State in quite some time, and the Aggies lead by 8, 17-9. 15:51 left to go here in the first half on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Finished up their win in Jamaica over North Texas. Had the appendectomy surgery, has been out ever since, but has made his presence felt already in this game with 2 points and 3 rebounds in just 2 minutes. Also, Utah State led in scoring with Abel Porter with 7 points, and then you got Brito, Miller, Dorius, and Bean all with a bucket as well. Utah State leads this game over Eastern Oregon 17-9. Aggies will inbound underneath their own bucket. Diogo Brito set to fire off the inbound. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson up top to Bairstow. Over to Porter. Porter to Anderson. Anderson down low to Brito, kicks it back to Bairstow. Bairstow drives, kick it back over to Porter. On the right wing three, it's up and good, but they're going to call it foul. And that's going to go against Utah State. Sean Bairstow gets hit with a foul. Bucket does not count.
It's a little pass and crash. So he kind of, instead of stopping and making that pass for an open three, he just kind of runs his defender over there.
Hard to do, too, I got to imagine, with a full head of steam.
Yeah, he does play fast.
Eckert crossing the timeline. Abel Porter meets him near the U State logo. Swings it back into McCulloch. McCulloch takes the floater, won't go, and Anderson comes away with it. Hands quickly over to Abel Porter. Aggies moving right to left in their home whites with blue trim. Anderson, right wing, fakes the three. Bounce pass to Porter. Porter lines up the three. It's up, and that is airballed. And coming away with it is Landon Jones from Eastern Oregon. Cross-court pass to Eckert. Eckert into the lane. Pulls back out. Finally, bounce pass over to Jones. Jones on the right wing gets a full head of steam on Anderson. Then will pull up for the baseline jumper and knock it down as Anderson cut off his drive. So he pulls up and hits the jumper. And it's back to a 6-point game. Utah State leading 17-11. 14:50 left to go in the game. Cross-court pass. Bairstow to Porter. Porter back to Brito. Brito cut off as he tried to drive from the left wing. Back to Porter to Bairstow. To Brito. Brito cross-court back to Porter. Swing it all the way to Anderson for a baseline three. That is missed, and Eastern Oregon comes away with it. Eckert puts on the full head of steam. His shot is missed and missed badly, and Kuba comes away with it. Kuba Karbovsky, good to see him back in the lineup. Abel Porter swings back to Bairstow. Bairstow to Porter to Brito. Brito on the right wing, spots up the three. That is long, that won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Josh Brown. Brown still with the ball. Up top on the left wing. Hands over to Eckert. Eckert takes a long straightaway three, missed. And Karbovsky comes away with it. He was about 5 feet behind the line, Coach.
Yeah, he took a deep one. I think that's a little bit of a bailout, right? Both teams getting a little tired here, running up and down the floor, and he just decided he'd chuck one up.
Aggies lead by 6, 17-11. Karbovsky with the ball to Porter. Porter circles back to the middle of the court, then goes baseline to Bairstow, hands back to Brito. Brito takes the three. That is way short, and the Aggies don't have their legs right now on the shot. Eckert quickly down court, challenges Porter. Shot is missed, but they'll call a late foul on Porter. One of those where let's wait and see if it goes in because I don't want to give you the end one. Oh, it didn't go in? All right, I'll give you some free throws.
Yeah, it's definitely some contact there, but yeah, trying to keep the flow of the game going here. I think, yeah, like you said, both teams really don't have their legs. A little bit of that maybe Christmas turkey or ham, a little left over there. Yeah,
got to wear off a little bit of that holiday cheer.
Holiday cheer, that's right.
Eckert's free throw rattles in. Aggies at one point led 17-9. It's been 3 in a row for Eastern Oregon. Now sits at 17-12. Eckert's got one more free throw coming up.
I thought Kuba gave us some good run right there.
Yeah,
he looked like he wasn't in too bad of a shape.
Yep. Here comes your second free throw from Eckert. And gets it to go. 17-13, 4-0 run currently for the Mountaineers of Eastern Oregon.
Eastern Oregon very comfortable with their offense. I think they know what they want to run. They don't care who they're playing against. They're going to shoot the shots that they want to take and get out to that pace they want to play.
Yep. Aggies have gone the last 2.5 minutes without a field goal. Anderson on the left elbow, down to Bean. Good look, and the shot is up and in. Anderson, beautiful assist to Bean. By the way, inbound stolen by Diogo Brito. His layup is missed. Fight for the offensive rebound, can't get it. Brito at the steal on the inbound, but couldn't finish at the rim. 19-13, 6-point lead for the Aggies. As Eastern Oregon with the ball. Zane Wright, number 20, into the game, controlling the dribble, then circles back. Wright with the ball, trying to drive on Brock Miller. Can't, kicks it back out. Brown in the lane, he'll try to drive, and Bean blocks it away. Josh Brown, shots blocked. Anderson to Miller, Miller baseline three. Yes, sir! Brock Miller with the bucket, and it all began with a block shot from Justin Bean.
A lot of times that's happened this year. Bean kind of starts it defensively.
Zane Wright with the ball, hands back up top to Porter. Long three-point shot by Porter. That's Brandon Porter, number 24, 6'2", 185-pound junior. Missed the shot, goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Utah State.
Yeah, just again, back to that possession. Defense, 2 back-to-back stops now. Let's see if the Aggies can go back inside. I thought they had some luck on a little high-low action versus this zone.
Aggies with their largest lead of 9, 22-13. Bairstow being guarded by Josh Brown. comes left, comes certain, and then hands back to Bean. Bean kicks back to Brock Miller. He'll take another three, and he'll bury another three. 6 points for Brock Miller, and the Aggies have a double-digit lead, 25-13, and you love seeing his confidence from beyond the three-point line starting to increase. Brown tries to drive, knocked out of his hands. Bairstow with it. Bairstow is going to control the dribble, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and they'll say he's fouled. 25-13, that brings us to our under 12-minute timeout. Utah State with a 12-point lead. Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. 11:58 left to go, and Utah State starting to get the rhythm going offensively.
Yeah, definitely. I think starting it on that defensive end, that kind of leads out to the fast break. I thought they fell victim to that age-old problem of, well, they're in a zone and we're able to pass it around the key, so let's just shoot a couple threes. They are wide open, but when those shots aren't falling, you got to find a way to get it inside, and that started with Bean and Fonzie inside working on that little high-low. Then we get a three-point, great entry pass to Justin Bean. He collapses the defense. They kick it to Brock, and we hit a wide-open three. What a way to play the game.
Sam Merrill named your America First Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, and well-deserved. Utah State went 2-0 on neutral court games with wins against South Florida and the University of Florida. In that game, he was named the MVP after leading Utah State with 21 points and 9 rebounds. America First Credit Union donates funds to help assist in student-athlete scholarships and is a proud sponsor of Utah State Athletics and the Student Athlete of the Week. Aggies with the ball, an 11-point lead. Abel Porter finally gets it to Bairstow on the right baseline. Then to Bean. Bean on the right elbow. Back to Miller. He'll take another three and rattles out. But there is Bean with a left-handed putback.
Well, he's a master, isn't he? Justin freaking Bean, right?
Justin freaking Bean, man. I tell you what, that guy, there will always be, throughout the course of a game, one of those weird putbacks that you'll never see coming.
Oh, that was left-handed underhand.
Long three from the right wing, missed everything, and the crowd that is not filled in nicely for a holiday, middle of the day on a Saturday game with no students in town. Number 20, Zane Wright, no, he just airballed a nasty shot.
The crowd lets them know it, even though the students aren't here. We got a great representation, $11 tickets. That was a great idea.
That helps. 27-13, Aggies with a 14-point lead. Anderson, nice bounce pass down in the paint to Justin Bean, who lays it up and in.
Oh, those two inside right now against the zone are just a killer.
Aggies really flexing their muscles right now, leading this game 29-13, a 16-point lead. Zane Wright, double teamed, has to kick it over to Josh Brown. Brown near the midcourt logo, back to Wright. Zane Wright, floater in the lane, gets it to go. Zane Wright, nice push shot. Snaps the Utah State streak. 29-15, 14-point lead for the Aggies. Anderson kicks it over to Brock Miller, who will hoist a shot from inside the three-point line. Won't go for him. And here comes Eastern Oregon going the other way. Porter, back to Brown. Brown on the right wing. Brown still hammers the dribble outside the three-point line. Bairstow picks him up. Aggie switch. Bean comes out to guard Brown, then hands over to Zane Wright. Wright circles left, hands over to Porter. Porter on the left wing, then works back to the right. He'll spot up, take a long three, and it was blocked. Alfonso Anderson got the block shot, gets the bounce pass, attacks the rim, draws the foul, and go to the free throw line. Good job by Utah State acknowledging Anderson got the block shot, try to feed him so he can get some points on the other end.
Yeah, he'll go to the line here and have an opportunity to put a couple in, but the Aggies' defense is really, really good. There's just nothing the Mountaineers can do off ball screens against them. They're able to switch and use that length.
And then, that's one thing about Anderson and Bean, too. They can switch and cover a lot of different positions, too. Anderson hits his first free throw. I'll have one more.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, this team switches 1 through 4 when you have Kuba or Nemi out there, but with all 5 of them able to switch, it's really hard to get anything done offensively for Eastern.
Alfonso Anderson with the first free throw. He'll have one more. And that is up, and that is good as well. Anderson with his first 2 points of the night, and Utah State with a 16-point lead and currently on a 14-2 run. Zane Wright with the ball on the right wing. Bean switches on him, kicks it back over to Brown. Brown guarded by Abel Porter. Back over to left wing to Brandon Porter of Eastern Oregon. He spins in the lane and then kicks over to Jeskews into the game, and the ball's ripped out of his hands. Here comes Bean going the other way. Bean attacks, right-hand shot, leaves it short. Ball stolen away by Bairstow. Bairstow, he puts a shot up, and he gets it to go.
Oh, I tell you, that was a great rebound right there.
33-15, Wright launches a quick three. It's missed, and Abel Porter is fouled on the rebound by number 42, Justin Jeske, 6'2", 205-pound freshman, got him with the body.
That'll be
And
our
that's the
7th.
17th foul. Aggies are in the bonus.
I'll tell you what, you have to give a lot of credit right here. This last about 4 or 5 minutes. Defensively, the Aggies have just been lockdown mode on Eastern Oregon.
Good to see Roche Groupfom coming into the game. He'll spell Alfonso Anderson.
Yeah, and I think that's a good little switch off there, because I think he gives us a lot similar to what Fonzie does inside, kind of playing inside out and delivering nice passes, and he can finish from the free throw line and at the rim.
Abel Porter makes the front end of a 1-and-1. That'll earn him one more free throw. Aggies out on the court right now. Roche Groupfom, Bairstow, Brock Miller, Abel Porter, and Justin Bean. And here comes Porter with his second free throw. 9:39 left to go in the game. Makes the free throw, and the Aggies lead by 20, 35-15, with 9:37 left to go here in the game. McCulloch with the ball, hands back to Heckard. Heckard circles left, hands back over to Brock Johnson. Johnson wants to drive on Miller, but cut off. Hands back to Heckard. Heckard being harassed outside the three-point line by Brock Miller. Finally dishes it back over to Andreas Brown. Brown over to McCulloch, trying to drive, hands over to Brock Johnson. Johnson back to McCulloch on the right baseline. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Long three, missed everything, goes out of bounds to Utah State.
It was 5-on-6 right there. Coach Smith got in the mix there defensively. Sprinting down there, closing out on the shooter. He's exciting to watch on the sidelines, isn't he?
Yeah,
a lot of energy.
9 minutes left to go here in the first half. Aggies up by 20, 35-15. Abel Porter calmly brings the ball down the court. Bairstow up top to Bean. Bean circles back to Porter. Porter trying to post up Roche, can't get into him, ball knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Aggies with 18 seconds on the shot clock.
I'd like to see a touch inside, maybe a little high post touch here.
Brock Miller to Bairstow. Bairstow back up top to Miller. Miller pump fakes, drives, puts a shot up off the glass, leaves it short. Roche with the rebound, puts it up and in. Roche Groupfom, great offensive rebound, great putback. Aggies up 22. Roche with his first points of the night. And a foul's going to be called outside on Brock Miller as he bodied up Brock Johnson, who pump faked and then drove into him. Diogo Brito's going to check in, but good to see Roche get some early opportunities here.
And it's it's a second effort play, right, that led to second chance points. It's just a little doing some work without the basketball, getting an offensive rebound.
Inbound to McCulloch, hands back to Heckard. Heckard being guarded by Bean. Keeps it himself. Picks up his dribble, posts up the big man, Schetzel, who's back into the game. Roche comes out to guard him. Here comes a late double team. Schetzel passes out of it to Heckard on the left wing. Shot is up and missed, and Diogo Brito comes away with it. Eastern Oregon's only made 1 out of their last 10 shot attempts. Abel Porter to Brock Miller, baseline, down low to Bean. Bean kicks it back out to Porter. Porter back to Brito, down low to Bean. Bean, cross court to Brock Miller, steps back, launches the three, no good. Close, wouldn't go for him. Schetzel comes away with it.
That's a good shot, though. Good ball movement.
McCulloch drives, puts the floater off the glass, no good. And Roche can't come away with it. Came down awkwardly on that leg. Looks like he's in a bit of a discomfort. Ball's going to go back to Utah State as they call the foul on the rebound on Eastern Oregon. That brings us to our under 8 timeout. 37-15, 22-point lead for Utah State with 7:52 left to go here in the first half on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. 37-15 with 7:52 left to go here in the first half. Logo Shop is a proud sponsor of Aggie Athletics, proud to sponsor tonight's game. As Utah State starting to run away and hide from the Mountaineers, Coach.
Yeah, second chance points, 12-0. That kind of dictates how they're playing. And this pace of play, we thought Eastern Oregon came out here running so quickly and they'd be comfortable in that pace. But, like you said, Utah State's equally comfortable getting up and down the floor. Just too much for Eastern Oregon to handle right now.
Roche stays in the game with Justin Bean, Brock Miller, Diogo Brito, and Abel Porter. After the foul on the rebound, Roche's going to step up to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Lines up the first free throw and knocks it down. Roche, that's only his third free throw on the season. Came into the game 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Here comes number 4 on the season. And gets it to go. He's now officially a 75% free throw shooter.
That's a good looking shot. He's just always smiling, always so happy to play. I just appreciate a guy that puts that much effort into it every day.
By the way, drive into lane. Alley-oop attempt to Schetzel, wouldn't go. Finally saved by Diogo Brito to Abel Porter. Hold that thought. I want to talk about Roche coming up here in a bit. Brock Miller, bounce pass in the lane. Shot won't go. There's Justin Bean with an offensive rebound. And it is kept alive after he's unable to keep it in play. But there comes Eastern Oregon with the ball. Cross-court pass. Long three by McCulloch. Up and good. You know, last year, it was, you know, obviously a magical year. Roche never touched the court last year, but had such an impact on that locker room, even though he never once played. Justin Bean, turnaround jumper from the free throw line, gets him to go.
But he led every cheer, right? He led every cheer. He was always in the middle of it.
Schetzel down low, fouled by Roche, as Roche realized Schetzel had some good position on him. So he fouls Schetzel. Schetzel's going to have to go earn it at the free throw line. He's got a 1-and-1 coming up. Karvovsky's going to check back into the game, as well as Alfonso Anderson, Diogo Brito. 41-18. Utah State leading by 23 with 7:05 left to go here in the first half. Schetzel stepping up to the line, made his first two, made that one. He's now 3 for 3 from the line here in this game.
Yeah, you know, Eastern Oregon, they definitely have the way they want to play, and you know, the score, none of that's going to dictate, going to stop them from playing by their method there.
Missed the free throw. Kuba comes away with the rebound, hands over to Abel Porter. Swing it to Bairstow. Bairstow on the left wing to Anderson. Anderson down low to Kuba. Kuba's got good position, has to dribble out though. Bairstow with the ball, over to Anderson. Down low to Karvovsky, tried to throw the alley-oop to him. Karvovsky couldn't finish, but he does draw the foul and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he kind of got a little elbow in the gut there. He would have been able to probably get a little closer and dunk that one, but good credit him for at least getting the shot attempt off and getting to the line.
Free throws haven't been kind to Karvovsky the first 7 games of the year. Remember, he has not played since the North Texas game in Jamaica. First free throw is good, though. Boy, good rotation on that one.
Tell you, sometimes an injury is the best thing to improve your free throw shooting.
Came into the game a 33% free throw shooter, but made that one and made it nicely. Here comes free throw number 2 for Karvovsky, and that is up, and that is good as well. See, that was a reverse jinx that I put on him before.
That's what it was, yeah.
Pass out of bounds, and we'll go to Utah State.
Yeah, try to get that fast pace going. Just one guy zigged, and the other one thought he was going to zag.
43-19, Aggies up by 24. Diogo Brito to Anderson on the right baseline. Up top to Bairstow on the right wing. Hands back to Anderson, who alley-oops it to Karvovsky, who throws it down. Welcome back, big fella. Great to have you back out on the court.
Boy, how about Alfonso? He had that play in his mind the minute he caught it. That was outstanding. Way to find your buddy.
45-19, 6:27 left to go. Ball knocked out of the hands of Landon Jones. Here comes the Aggies going the other way. Anderson crossover dribble in the lane. Left-hand shot, no good. Left it short. Schetzel comes away with it. Here comes Heckert quickly down the court going the other way. Heckert hands over to McCulloch. McCulloch now circles left. McCulloch tries to drive. Hands over to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson can't do anything with it. Hands back up top to Heckert. Down low to Schetzel. He tries to go to work on Karvovsky. Turnaround hook shot up and good. He's got some nice moves in the post.
He does. He's got really good footwork, and it takes him a little while, but you know, playing against a bigger guy, he's able to get that big long hook over the top of him.
45-21. Aggies up by 24. 5:44 left to go here in the first half. Anderson, turnaround jumper from the free throw line, up and good.
It's a great, set it up himself.
Yep. Heckert quickly going the other way. Heckert on the right wing. Post up, tries to post up Heckert. Karvovsky gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Good deflection on his part.
Yeah, Alfonso there catches the ball at the high post, and everyone drops down. They think that lob's coming to Kuba again, and he just calmly and coolly knocks down that little free throw jump shot.
Johnson set to inbound for Eastern Oregon. Hands over to Landon Jones. Jones on the right wing to McCulloch. McCulloch comes back to the midcourt and takes a long three and missed everything. And it'll go back to Utah State, who leads 47-21. This team is not shy on shooting just about any shot they can find out there.
Yeah, I'd like to see them be a little bit more disciplined. I think they can get a little better shots, but that's, like I said, that's the way they're going to play regardless of the score.
Diogo Brito to Bairstow. Bairstow up top to Brock Miller. Back to Diogo on the right wing. Gets it to Anderson on the right elbow, and he'll take the jumper and won't go for him. Left it a little short. Schetzel may have gotten a piece of it. McCulloch hands to Heckert. Heckert down low to Schetzel. Schetzel spins left, spins right, has the ball go off his foot, and it's controlled by Diogo Brito. Aggies may have gotten away with the kick ball there. Anderson to Karvovsky. Karvovsky cross courts at Diogo. Hands over to Bairstow, who lines up the baseline shot. Got it to go. Great ball movement there, Coach.
Yeah, that's good. Good to see him make one. He's been kind of hunting it this whole game. We finally got him open.
50-21. Pass goes over the head of Schetzel, out of bounds, and goes back to Utah State. Another turnover by the Mountaineers. Averaging 16 turnovers a game. That's not surprising.
Well, play at that blistering pace and scoring 100 points. I mean,
yeah, actually make that 10 turnovers. Brock Miller gets it to Anderson, kicks it over to Bairstow. He'll line up another three. It's short. Anderson's there to collect the offensive rebound and lays it up and in. Might be the easiest offensive rebound you'll see all year, too.
So thank you very much.
McCulloch to Jones, back to McCulloch, who hands then over to Brown. Josh Brown with the ball, left wing. Over to Johnson. Johnson baseline to Schetzel. Aggies bring a late double team. Schetzel spins out of it, gets a lane and lays it up and in.
Yeah, it's something, if you're a big man and you have good footwork, there's definitely, you can find a way to score. That's what he's got, soft hands and good footwork.
Aggies up 52-23. Another alley-oop. Anderson to Kuba, as it's just taking candy from a baby.
They got 5'8" trying to guard him on an alley-oop. That's not going to work out so well for him.
McCulloch, he'll try to throw an alley-oop. Schetzel can't collect, so he has to come all the way out and gets it. And attacks Kuba and lays it up and in. If I were Eastern Oregon, every possession would go through him.
Why wouldn't you throw it to him? I know. That's why I said they're just playing the way they want to play, though, which is that high tempo.
54-25, back and forth we go. Charvovsky, nice pass to Brock Miller, lays it up and in. And Kuba's showing that he can pass it a little bit, too.
I remember a big guy that can pass. There's another definite weapon.
Aggies have assisted on 12 of 19 buckets. Brown attacks the rim, lays it up and in over Anderson, who nearly got a hand on it.
Pick up his socks right there.
Brock Miller on the left wing to Kuba. Kuba on the left baseline. Another pass finds its way over to Brock Miller. Back to Anderson. Anderson double team. Spins, baseline, puts a shot up off the glass. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. 2:58 left to go here in the first half. Aggies up 56-27. You're listening to Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. Leading by 29 with 2:58 left to go here in the first half. Aggies will wrap up non-conference play with this game today, and then it really kicks off next week. UNLV in Vegas on the first, and then a showdown here in the Spectrum. And imagine how much this place is going to be rocking a week from today when most likely at that point undefeated San Diego State rolls into town.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you haven't gotten your tickets, you better get them early because we're going to need a lot of help in that game from the crowd. That'll give us, Utah or San Diego State right now is rolling, coming in here with a lot of confidence. But this Spectrum has a little bit of magic and knocking some of those teams, humbling some of those teams that come in here with little overinflated records. A
lot of ranked teams have come into this building and have left a little less ranked. It's interesting though. San Diego State, I think, has done Utah State a bit of a favor because the Aggies had such a big bullseye on their back, and San Diego State's kind of taking ownership of that a little bit. First free throw missed by Anderson. He'll have one more. 56-27, 2:58 left to go here in the game. Hey, remember the next basketball coaches show with Craig Smith will be Monday, December 30th at 6 o'clock at Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room at 14th North and 795 East in Logan. Food specials and prizes available for those who attend. Anderson knocks down the free throw. He checks out. Bean checks in. Aggies now have an even 30-point lead with 2:58 left to go here in the game. Josh Brown running the point, hands to McCulloch on the right wing. McCulloch then gets over to Zane Wright, who just checked back in. Back to Brown. Brown tries to drive, but picks up his dribble, can't do anything with it. Back to Wright, who gives then promptly back to Brown, who dribbles back to the midcourt line. Brown takes a long jumper, got it to go. Is it a three?
Looked like a long two.
Long two.
By the referee.
57-29, 2:30 left to go here in the first half. Bean on the right elbow, kicks it over to Bairstow, who drives baseline. Bairstow tries a monster dunk and got fouled. Bairstow would have brought the house down had he been able to finish that one. Justin Bean goes over and smiles at him, said, "You ever so close to ripping that one down."
Oh yeah. It's jumped outside the lane. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of Barstow today. He's not only good, east and north and south, he's also good east and west, right?
First free throw by Bairstow is up and good. Bairstow, 70% free throw shooter on the season. Calmly hits that one. 58-29. 2:24 left to go here in the first half.
He's totally just lacking a little bit of game reps right now to get him to the next level.
It's both free throws. It's back to a 30-point game. 59-29, 2:20 left to go here in the first half. Josh Brown with the ball. Hands back to McCulloch. and then dishes back to Wright. Wright circles back to Brown. Brown kicks it back over to McCulloch. Gets ahead of steam, into the lane, shot is up, no good. Fight for the rebound, pulled down by Bairstow. Bairstow comes away with it to Porter. Porter to Bean. Bean attacking with the left hand, lays it up and in. Justin Bean gets it to go, and the Aggies with their largest lead of 32, 61-29. Brown kicks it back up top. Landon Jones, shot can't go. Bean skies for the rebound. Not about to let Bairstow get that rebound. Kicks it back over to Brock Miller, lines up the three, no good. Tipped out by Bean. Bean collects. Bean kicks back over to Porter. Porter straightaway three, good. Abel Porter buries a straightaway three, and it's all Aggies here on the Spectrum, 64-29. Zane Wright has the passes over to Preston Chandler, attacks the rim, and it's blocked away beautifully.
That was a good little recovery there. Oh, and Doria says, why am I coming out? I just had a great block, but it's a good little chance for Roche to get some minutes.
Roche back into the game. Dorius checks out. Finally inbounded, nearly stolen away, but controlled by Brown. Brown outside the three-point line, tries to drive against Bean. Realizes that's a bad decision, then kicks back out to McCulloch. And McCulloch, offensive foul, put his shoulder down into Porter.
Oh, good defense there by Abel. He just takes takes a little forearm push off, and yeah, I like the second effort that Utah State is making. Like so many of the plays are off second effort actions, right? Whether it's an offensive rebound or a steal after a turnover or what have you.
Bairstow's had a nice night tonight outside the right wing. Hands over to Roche. Roche on the right wing to Porter. Porter comes around the screen, has the ball go out of bounds, knocked out of his hands. And Utah State will hold on to possession with 13 seconds on the shot clock, 55 seconds on the game clock. As Justin Bean will trigger the inbound on the far sideline. Abel Porter still with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Porter wants to drive, gets a nice look at the rim, can't finish. Bean is there to collect, and Bean can't get it to go. Roche gets the rebound. There's a foul down low. Let's see who it goes against.
I might get Roche reaching over the top there a little bit.
So that'll send Eastern Oregon to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
I think the referee just uttered "my bad" right there.
Yeah.
Well, there's Roche with just a big smile on his face. That was a good effort play, and I think the referee just had a little premature whistle there. Yeah.
And he officially I think, may have even apologized to him as he walked off.
I think he literally said "my bad" right there. So it's just a little premature whistle. I think he expected some contact and didn't have it.
Chandler makes the first free throw, and that'll give him one more.
Yeah, 1-on-1. You had to shoot them both.
64-30. That happens every now and then. An official comes over like, hey, I may have screwed that one up.
I mean, definitely human. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't make a lot of mistakes when I'm out there.
Doesn't mean you have to admit it. Second free throw missed. Anderson skies for the rebound, kicks it over to Abel Porter. And Abel Porter brings the ball down the court. 22 seconds on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock.
I guess it's not like football where you can just pick up the flag and say, my bad. Here, once that whistle goes, it goes.
Abel Porter still controlling the dribble near the midcourt logo. Anderson's going to come up and set a screen with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Abel Porter to Bairstow. Bairstow come around, then hands back to Porter. Porter right wing three, no good, a little long. And another foul is called down low. And that's going to go against Eastern Oregon. That may have been of the makeup variety.
May get Brock Miller to the line here.
Jeske picks up the foul with 15.9 seconds left. And no, it's going to be Justin Bean going to the free throw line. Him and Miller were both kind of vying for the opportunity to get two free ones. First free throw is good. Mountain View Veterinary Health Center celebrates 50 years in Cache Valley and 10 years in Providence. Information about services that Mountain View Vet offers are available at mvvhc.com. Here comes Justin Bean with his second free throw, and that is up, and that is good as well. And the Aggies 66 points on the board as we are 10 seconds away from halftime.
A little disappointed. Justin Bean just 2 rebounds shy. He gets double-double in the first half.
Wow. Here comes McCulloch. Goes right. McCulloch, 1 second. And we will not get it off in time. Tried to dish it over to Jeske. Jeske couldn't get the layup. It would have been blocked anyway. But they cannot get the shot up. And that is our score at the break with the Aggies leading by 36. 66-30 at the break. You're listening to Utah State basketball as the Aggies leading comfortably against Eastern Oregon. You're listening to Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. Eastern Oregon 66-30. And the Logo Shop, proud sponsor of Aggie Athletics, proud to sponsor tonight's game as the Aggies will start moving left to right. Aggies out on the court right now. Back to your starting lineup. Trevin Dorius, Justin Bean, Diogo Brito, Abel Porter, and Brock Miller, who had double digits in the first half with 10 points. Bean with 14 and Abel Porter with 12. As you mentioned before we wrapped up the half, Justin Bean just one rebound away from another double-double. Justin Bean down low to Dorius. Dorius in the paint, spins left. Shot blocked away by Schetzel. Dorius is able to collect his own rebound. Once again blocked, but draws the foul on the second shot attempt. And Dorius is going to go to the free throw line. Let's pause 10 seconds for local stations to identify themselves. This is Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College.
At the free throw line. Trevin Dorius, CT.
Dorius misses the first free throw. He'll have one more. Aggies with a 36-point lead. That's a quick substitution. Schetzel picked up, that was his third foul, right?
Fourth foul.
Fourth foul.
Yeah, fourth foul. Picked up the third one just there towards the end of the half.
So Preston Chandler has to check in as they'll go small ball. Chandler's a 6'6" player. As Dorius makes the second free throw, he's getting consistently better as the season goes on from the free throw line. Brock Johnson, number 44, with the ball outside the three-point line, over to Heckard on the right wing. Heckard tries to drive on Porter, drives baseline, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Chandler, and lays it up and in.
Yeah, a little reverse mismatch there, a little speed against Dorius, kind of got him on a little back cut.
Abel Porter to Bean on the right wing. Bean kicks over to Diogo Brito. Back up top to Brock Miller. Miller wants to drive, floater with the right hand, a little long. And what do we got? Offensive foul, crashing into the lane.
Yeah, I thought he could have called that earlier.
Yeah.
Clearly it was a charge, but
Aggies actually got the offensive rebound in the putback, but it will not count. Heckard with Eastern Oregon in their blue uniforms with white and gold trim. Bounce pass to Preston. Preston on the left baseline, kicks back up top to Landon Jones. Jones then works it back to Heckard with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Heckard's waiting for somebody to move. Finally dishes over to McCulloch. McCulloch posts up. Landon Jones. Jones up under, shot blocked away. Dorius gets credited with the block, and the Aggies come away with the shot. That was a pretty ugly possession there for Eastern Oregon.
I'm not sure it's the shot they wanted there.
Justin Bean will rise from about 7 feet out on a baseline jumper, won't go. And McCulloch comes away with a rebound for Eastern Oregon. Heckard quickly down court. Heckard kicks back up top to Brock Johnson, launches a long three, missed, and Diogo Brito comes away with it. Hand off to Miller. Miller into lane, right hand shot, up and good, draws the foul. Brock Miller with 12 points has a chance for 13 on the end one.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a horrendous start, but yeah, even good move by Brock there. Looks like he got held a little earlier. I think that's a continuation call there. That's why they kind of avoided the extra step, but just an ugly start to this half by both teams.
18-18 left to go here in the ball game. Brock Miller completes the old-fashioned three-point play. 70-32. Aggies trying to hit that hundo tonight. No free tacos, though.
No free tacos.
Yes.
It's their next game event they need to have.
Brown to Chandler. Chandler works it back over to Heckard, takes a long three, missed. Dorius pulls down the board. Outlets it to Brock Miller, quickly to Abel Porter. Aggies in complete control of this one. Cross court to Brito. Brito thinks about a three, but stepped on the line. Okay, that's supposed to happen on the NBA arena. It's not supposed to happen here.
It sure happened that Vivint didn't it 4 or 5 times. That was.
Yeah, Brito was right there on the sideline, put a heel on the line, and they got it with a turnover. Brown with the ball for Eastern Oregon, the Mountaineers of Eastern Oregon. Hands over to Brock Johnson. Johnson back to Heckard. Heckard's floater missed. And there's your double-double as Justin Bean pulls down the rebound. Back to Brito on the right wing. Brito works it back to Brock Miller. His baseline shot up and good. And Brock Miller starting to feel it from the outside right now.
I'll tell you what, he's got a good feel right now. Good release. There's no one even around him.
3 of 8 from beyond the three-point line, and he's got 16 points on the night. Long shot, missed. as Brock Johnson's three-point shot goes a little long, and the Aggies come away with another rebound. Justin Bean from the elbow lays it up to Dorius, and Dorius throws down the dunk.
Great pass, Justin Bean, a little high-low action.
Eckert on the right wing, nearly lost the handle, kicks it over to Preston. His straightaway three is good. 75-35, a 40-point lead for the Aggies. Under 17 minutes left to go, 16:56 left to go in the game. Justin Bean on the right wing. Bean kicks up to Miller. Miller down low to Brito. Brito puts a shot up, gets it to go, and he's fouled. Diogo Brito in traffic in the lane. Turnaround jumper drops, and he'll earn another free throw, too.
Yeah, just took advantage of that mismatch. He called it, too. He ran into the post, posted up big. They got him the ball, and he finished with an and one.
You know, the interesting thing with no Kada and no Sam, you know, you want to empty your bench a little bit, but your bench is being already used.
Yeah, there's not really, it's not a very deep bench, that's for sure, but still have a, yeah, I think we've gotten everyone in the game that's eligible so far.
Yep. Porter's going to step up the line with the Aggies up by the count of 77-35. Brito's free throw is good. And he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. McCulloch trying to drive. Did he travel? Yes. Took steps in the lane, and the Aggies get the ball back. Turnovers, that's number 12 on Eastern Oregon. Aggies only with 6 turnovers on the night. Utah State out-rebounding. Wow, how about this number? 40-12.
Oh, my goodness.
Alfonso Anderson's shot is missed. Justin Bean adds to the rebound total on the offensive glass, and he lays it up and in. Brown to McCulloch, back to Brown. Brown dances outside the three-point line, then steps back. Still with the ball. Ball deflected on the pass. Goes out of bounds. Brito with a nice deflection. They're going to say it's off McCulloch and give the ball back to Utah State.
Yeah, again, a second effort play, right? Just that little second burst of energy there. Diogo gets the ball back to the Aggies.
Aggies have made 5 out of the last 6 buckets. They're currently on a 13-3 run. Diogo Brito gets around the edge. Kicks it back over to Brock Miller. Brock drives base. Cut off. Hands to Anderson. Up top to Bairstow. Circles back to Diogo Brito. Brito lost the handle, and it nearly goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Utah State. As number 24, Brandon Porter, tried to keep it in play and almost ended up in the lap of one Lance Becker.
I was there to take the charge.
Yep.
I was in perfect position.
Yeah, feet were set.
Shoulder square.
Yep. He's ready, not in the restricted area.
No.
Bairstow with the ball as the Aggies have 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bairstow hands over to Anderson as he drove. Anderson needs to get the shot up. He does. Turnaround shot up and good.
Yeah, really taking advantage of the height differential now inside.
82-35. McCulloch swings it over to Hazard. To Heckert, excuse me. Ball goes out of bounds, and another turnover on Eastern Oregon. 82-35, 15:40 left to go in the game. This is Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. 40 left to go here in the game. And Coach, you get to this point, you empty your bench as much as you possibly can, and then it's just like, nobody get hurt, please.
Yeah, you're kind of just playing for the final buzzer. Hey, and the best way to do that is to play your brand of basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't try to do anything different. And I thought, even versus St. Catharines, the Aggies did a good job of just playing their brand. And there's no difference if you look at this game and the Fresno State game. Level of competition obviously different, but the method, the way they're playing is the same, and that's the key to staying free of needless injuries or overuse.
Yeah. 82-35, Aggies up and on their way to their 13th win of the season. Remember the next Aggie basketball coaches show with Craig Smith after we've taken a couple weeks off with travel and the holidays. At the Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room coming up Monday, December 30th at 6 o'clock. All right, Utah State will inbound. Justin Bean swings it over to Sean Bairstow. Bairstow getting extended minutes as well as other Aggies. Drives, kicks low to Anderson. Anderson on the left low block. Decides to dribble out past the three-point line. Anderson's pass intercepted by Porter. Porter attacks against Bairstow, lays it up and in, and draws the foul. Great job by Brandon Porter, number 24. Eastern Oregon gets the steal, gets the bucket, draws the foul.
Yeah, just a poor pass there. I think you just kind of hold that for a minute, create a better angle.
Yep.
I think it's just a straight chest pass, easy to steal, and off to the races goes Porter.
Here comes the free throw for Porter, is up and good. And Utah State's lead is 82-38. 15-20 left to go in the game. Kuba Karvovsky's going to check back into the game on the next timeout. Justin Bean to Diogo Brito on the left wing. Bean, bounce pass intended, or excuse me, Brito, bounce pass intended for Bean, goes off the foot of an Eastern Oregon player, so they'll put some more time on the shot clock. Karvovsky's going to check out, or check in. Justin Bean's going to check out. By the way, Justin Bean on the night tonight, 16 points and 12 rebounds. Also has dished out 3 assists.
He's had some really good passes today. A little high-low action between he and Alfonso.
Schetzel checks back in for Eastern Oregon. He's dealing with 4 fouls. Brito trying to find Bairstow, can't get it to him, so he hands over to Miller. Miller's floater from the baseline is up and good.
Getting a lot of mileage out of that inbounds play.
Timeout called for by Eastern Oregon as Diogo Brito was checking Heckert and contesting the inbound.
Yeah, I thought he kind of stepped in there, but it didn't. Got the timeout first.
Coach's timeout, we'll take it as well. 1 minute, coach's timeout. Aggies lead 84-38. You're listening to Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. 84-38 is our score. Still 15 minutes left to go in the game. What do you do as a coaching staff? Because you want to run your stuff, but you don't want to, put 120 points on the board. Like, what do you do to try to? You just go ahead and just score? I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I mean, it's not, it's not the junior Jazz. I don't think. Obviously, we're not putting on a full court press or doing anything to really speed up the game other than playing defense. So I don't think there's a problem with putting up 120 points at this level. Definitely, it's going to hurt the average from the Mountaineers. They're not going to make it to their.
They're not going to get to their 102 a game.
Not tonight, but yeah, I think you just keep playing, Scotty. I don't think there's any reason to lay off.
All right, Schetzel with the ball on the left elbow for Eastern Oregon. Hands over to Porter. Porter holds on the left wing. And we're going to call a foul against Utah State.
That'll go against Kuba.
Kuba Karvovsky holding up. Put 20 seconds back on the shot clock. 14:49 left to go in the game. McCulloch trying to inbound. Gets it to Schetzel on the left elbow. Schetzel then back to Heckert. Heckert on the left wing outside the three-point line. Comes around a screen. Bairstow's on him. Finally gets it back over to Wright. Wright then hands back to Heckert. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Long three. Rattles home by Heckert. Gets it to go.
Not sure what else you do there. Sorry, Scotty. That's great defense.
Yeah, 84-41. Sometimes shots go in. Brock Miller driving. Brock, right-hand shot up. No good, but he draws the foul. And 3 Mountaineers raise their hand trying to protect Schetzel. And they do not give it to Schetzel.
It'll be a shame. It's definitely a better game with Schetzel in there, so hopefully he can get some extended run here, maybe play to the end of the game.
Discount Tire is your official sponsor of the Utah State promotional team. Big thanks to Discount Tire for their continued support of Utah State athletics. Brock Miller makes the free throws. He continues to add to his point total tonight. If he makes the second free throw, he'll be at 20. And I did not jinx him. He makes the free throw. 20 points on the night for Brock Miller, including 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Came into the game only shooting 4 free throws on the season. He's got 5 tonight. McCulloch with the ball on the left wing. Hands over to Wright. Wright circles up top. Alfonso Anderson puts a hand in his face, trying to post up Schetzel, and Anderson's there for the deflection out of bounds.
Yeah, Alfonso's just rotating down there. The Aggies are so active defensively right now.
Both teams have made their last 3 field goal attempts. McCulloch's got to get it to somebody. Finally gets it to Porter on the left wing.
Oh. Posting
up Schetzel. Ball is going to be knocked out of his hands, and they'll call Kuba with a late foul with his hand in the cookie jar, trying to knock that ball away from Schetzel.
Yeah, I think that's a giveaway there. I don't think you can reach around over the top. I think no matter how big you are, they're going to – it's kind of an easy call from the referees there.
14 fouls for each team. Porter on the left baseline. Pass stolen away by Sean Bairstow. Attacks. Right-hand layup up and in. Over the top of Heckert. Bairstow with a steal. Bairstow with a bucket.
Yeah, Bairstow's got great body control, right? He gets up in the air and kind of hangs up there.
Bairstow with 9 points on the night tonight. Tries to drive baseline is Porter. Porter then comes back around, takes the jumper, misses it. Schetzel can't get the offensive rebound. Diogo Brito comes away at the scrum. To Kuba Karvovsky, who throws down the two-handed dunk after the long pass from Diogo Brito. The Aggies got 90 on the board. 90-41 is the score with 13:25 left to go in the game. Schetzel has the ball taken out of his hands. And wow, another late whistle. I don't mind the foul. Let's just call it in a timely fashion. Actually, you called Schetzel. You're right. Not on Anderson. Schetzel, and Schetzel's out of the game with 5 fouls after he fouled Anderson, who came away with a steal. You're right.
Yeah, that's a shame. But, then again, Schetzel's got to be a little smarter than, he didn't get the call that he wanted on his end, and he ends up reaching out and grabbing. So, bad choice by Schetzel, but then again, I'd like to see that play through a little bit and keep him in the game, give Kuba a little more competition in the post.
All right, Diogo Brito with the ball, and the Aggies with a monstrous 90-41 lead. Anderson on the left low block. What a spin move. Throws down the two-handed dunk. The spin and the dunk. Anderson, that was filthy. Just nasty. McCulloch outside the three-point line. Orkles back to Porter. Porter baseline shot missed, and Bairstow comes away with it. Coach, we got to talk about that Anderson dunk.
That was a move of the year right there.
Diogo Brito, alley-oop to Bairstow. He can't come down with it, but he's fouled, as they've been throwing that alley-oop all night. When you got that kind of height advantage, why not?
Yeah, absolutely, and it kind of, they draw that little mismatch. They bring the big over, and on that little wheel out, Kuba's been wide open. They throw it up there to the big fella.
92-41, Aggies currently on an 8-0 run. They made their last 6 field goal attempts. 12:49 left to go in the game, and the Aggie fans watching a little matinee basketball have been in for a treat today.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a clinic the Aggies are putting on right now offensively. They're really fast break, anything versus the zone they want.
And this was without Demish Keita and without Sam Merrill, both not dressed today. And the free throw missed, both of them missed by Kuba.
Yeah, both short, a little bit of fatigue probably.
Yep. Kuba made his first 2, missed the last 2. Bounce pass, long three-point shot by McCulloch is missed. Brock Miller skies for the rebound. Abel Porter and Roche Grootbaum are going to check in on the next timeout. Anderson lines up a long right wing 3. A little long, tipped around, finally controlled by Heckert of Eastern Oregon. Aggies up 92-41, 12:20 left to go in the game. Ball ripped out of the hands of Heckert, trying to drive. Kuba comes away with it, and then dishes over to Alfonso Anderson, who crosses the timeline. Aggies working left to right with a big lead in this game. Bairstow to Miller, posting up Kuba on the right block. Kuba spins, creates some room for himself, and lays it up and in. And there's really no answer for him right now.
No, that's good. We haven't seen that out of him. A little footwork on the post, little drop step, finish at the rim.
How about Karvovsky in double figures? He's got 12 points. Long three-point shot by Wright, airballed. That's his second airball tonight. Brito on the right wing. Brito comes around to Kuba screen. Back to Kuba. Kuba lays it up. Nope, can't finish at the rim. Might as well just throw that down, big fella.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a little fatigued here. He is second wind.
McCulloch takes a long 3, miss, but a nice offensive putback is collected by Porter as he's able to slap it up off the glass and get it to go. 94-43, Aggies leading big. Aggies call timeout. We'll take it as well. 30-second coach's timeout with the Aggies leading big. Actually, we'll take the full 1-minute media timeout. Aggies up 94-43. Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. Leading this game 94-43 with 11:27 left to go. Final tune-up for the Aggies before they begin or resume conference play coming up next week. They'll take on UNLV on New Year's Day, which means the Aggies will enjoy New Year's Eve in Las Vegas. That'll be an experience.
Yeah, that would be.
That's one where you do a double bed check.
Oh, maybe triple.
Yeah.
I think that's where all the coaching staff stays down on the floor all night to make sure no one comes down. That's what they're doing down there for sure. So.
And then, of course, then the big one a week from today, they'll take on San Diego State. And that game, by the way, you'll want to be here for that. It's a 8 o'clock tip-off. Get to UtahStateAggies.com. Get your tickets. This team deserves 10,270 people getting crazy and letting San Diego State fill it in that one.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think well-deserved, and I think it'll be a packed house that night.
Abel Porter back into the game to Bairstow, straight away down low to Dorius. Dorius in the lane, lays it up and in. And with Schetzel out of the game after fouling out, Aggies can pretty much get anything they want at the rim.
Yeah, and I like the aggressive play, slow, taking their time, and you know, they have to respect the outside shooting, so no one's coming in to double.
Porter to right outside the three-point line, drives on Grootbaum, spins, has to kick back out. McCulloch back to right baseline, does not drive, then hands over to Landon Jones. Jones, he's cut off in the lane, has the ball go off his hands as Dorius knocks it out. Long baseball pass to Bairstow. Bairstow attacks the rim, can't get it to go, and the ball comes away with Eastern Oregon with it. Hand off to right layup missed badly, and the ball nearly goes out of bounds, but saved to Porter. 10:30 left to go here in the game, and Craig Smith saying, let's calm down.
Yeah, I got to believe this pace is wearing on Eastern Oregon a little bit.
Abel Porter spins around Heckard. Cross court to Miller. Miller spots up, takes the three, knocks down the three, and Brock Miller putting on a clinic tonight. Brock Miller's got 23 points on the night, including 4 of 9 for 3. 3-point shot attempt missed. Dorius pulls down the rebound. And for Dorius, that's his 5th rebound of the night.
Yeah, Heckard's shot there a little short from beyond the 3-point line. He's definitely feeling the fatigue.
Over and back as Abel Porter bounced the ball over the timeline, and they're going to get him with the over and back.
I'm not sure if the ball ever crossed. You know, all 3 points have to cross. No, that's sure not a. That's a mistake.
What's the
there.
Official ruling on that?
All 3 points. So all of your feet, both feet, and the ball have to
cross.
cross.
Oh, really? Oh, then that wasn't even close.
No, the ball never crossed.
Yeah. All right. Baseline, or excuse me, shot in the lane, up and good for Eastern Oregon. 99-45. Aggies just a bucket away from hitting the century mark. With still 9:41 left to go here in the game. Foul is going to go up against Max McCulloch. And I believe that'll be the 17th foul it is, and that'll put Utah State to the line on a 1-and-1. So here comes Roche Grootfaam with an opportunity to give the Aggies the century mark.
Dollar ice cream at Aggies?
Nah, I wish.
Ah, we got to get a promotion going there.
I know.
I'm always thinking.
Free throw up, free throw good, and you've hit the century mark for the Aggies. 100-45, 55-point lead for Utah State.
Could imagine the line over there with dollar ice cream after the game.
Oh boy.
100-point games. That's not an offer, by the way.
That's not. Just want to clarify.
No free tacos, no free ice cream.
Utah State hit the century mark a couple times last year. This is the first time this year. Denver, they scored 97, but this is the first time this year they've hit 100 points. Turnover on the pass down low. Want to check, I did not have the exhibition game. Did the Aggies hit 100 points in that game? They did, against the College of Idaho. Technically, exhibition game, so, but we'll still count it. Abel Porter outside the 3-point line, driving, dishes low to Dorius, who throws down the dunk. 103-45, Aggies close to a 60-point lead with 9:12 left to go. Heckard, guarded by Bairstow, gets around Bairstow, drives right, turnaround jumper, up and good.
Heckard's a good little player.
He is.
Kind of have to just create his own right now. There's no movement at all from Eastern Oregon, but Heckard's able to just shake and bake a little bit.
Heckard a point away from getting into double digits. Schetzel was the only one in double digits. He fouled out a few minutes ago. Dorius spins left, spins right off the glass a little too hard, but he'll draw the foul. And the Aggies will see Dorius get to the free throw line, which will be the 31st and 32nd free throw attempt for the Aggies tonight.
Yeah, doing a great job of getting that ball in the paint, causing putting all the onus on the referees there.
By the way, Utah State out rebounding. Missed the first free throw, by the way. Dorius will get another one. Here's your rebounding totals, 47-16.
Yeah, that's a astronomical figure there. I mean, that's record-setting stuff.
Brock Miller's going to check out. Missed both free throws. Wright comes away with it for Eastern Oregon. Heckard crossing the timeline quickly, then dishes to McCulloch. McCulloch drives, then kicks back out to Wright, then hands over to Brown. Brown trying to drive on Bairstow, takes a step back, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Drive, reverse layup, missed, rebound, pulled down, and down on the court. Ooh, Bairstow took a nasty shot as Brown laid on top of him. It'll go out of bounds and go back to Utah State.
Yeah, I think we're shooting free throws too now from the rest of the way.
Yep.
Kuba ready to go. We're going to shoot 2 free throws.
103-47. Kuba checks in for Dorius. Dorius comes out.
Since we're still 1-on-1 here, Scotty. Sorry.
Yep, you're right.
15 foul, sorry.
103-47.
Dorius getting a nice round of applause there.
As he should.
Yeah.
Dorius has now got 9 points on the night and 5 rebounds. As Bairstow is going to check to the line. Aggies have missed their last Aggies shooting 26 of 32 from the free throw line tonight. Bairstow misses it, and Eastern Oregon collects after the miss on the front end of the 1-and-1. Driving quickly to the bucket, up and in. Brown goes coast to coast, is able to go. Aggies lead 103-49. Abel Porter with the ball, comes around a group palm screen. Porter then hands back over to Bairstow. Bairstow drives, right-hand shot, up and good. Sean Bairstow lays it up and in.
Yeah, Coach Smith calling out a little man defense. We got to guard the ball.
105-49. Heckert takes a step back three, missed it, and Diogo Brito with the ball. Greg Smith says, let's go. Outside the three-point line, Evans over to Bairstow. Bairstow down low to Group Palm. Being guarded by Brown. There's a mismatch there, and he attacks and lays it up and in.
Well, I'll say there's a mismatch there and a half.
Pretty much everybody in the paint's going to have a mismatch, though, considering Schetzel fouled out of the game. Eckert trying to drive, falls down, ball's on the court. Abel Porter comes away with it. Porter with the ball to Groot Palm. Groot Palm can't save it as the pass was a little long, as the quarterback led the wide receiver by about a yard too long.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're in the wrong sport there. We got to, you don't want to make him a wide receiver, that's for sure. And
Groot Palm made a business decision, too, because if I go chasing this thing, either way it's going to go out of bounds and I'll end up in the third row, so maybe I'll pull up a little bit. 107-49 is the score. Utah State leading big over Eastern Oregon. 7:23 left to go in the game. Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. Utah State in complete control over Eastern Oregon. 107-49 is the score with 7:23 left to go here in the game. Guild Mortgage Company and the Gary Nilsson team can help you with all types of loan products and can tailor the loan for you. More information is available at branches.guildmortgage.com. Also, big thanks to Guild Mortgage of Logan for sponsoring the Small Business Game Changer, this year's winner, Athletic Republic in Logan, NMLS, number 3274, Equal Housing Lender. Well, this game has been anything but equal, as Utah State leading 107-49. Brown brings the ball down the court for the Mountaineers of Eastern Oregon. Over to Wright. Wright tries to drive, dishes late, kicks back up top to McCulloch for three, missed, and Bairstow and Roche battle for the rebound. Roche comes away with it, hands over to Bairstow on the right wing. Bairstow wants to drive against Brown, gets caught up, takes the shot, missed, tipped around, finally controlled by Eastern Oregon. Long three-point shot attempt, miss. I think that might be the third air ball shot by Zane Wright tonight from beyond the three-point line. Down low to Kuba. Kuba has position. Kuba throws down the two-handed dunk.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's getting some point-blank action tonight. That'll give him a nice welcome back.
Kuba Karbovsky, 14 points on the night, 6 of 7 shooting. Long three-point shot attempt by Brown, missed. Diogo Brito all the way down to Groot Palm, but the ball a little bit low, and Brown's able to come away with the interception. Brown quickly coming down the court, trying to drive. Karbovsky throws it into the second row, said, all right, no, we're not letting you take that kind of layup here. 109-49, 60-point lead for the Aggies. 6:23 left to go in the game. Level of competition might be at play here, Coach, but Karbovsky's got a really nice feel for the game tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a good game to get him back, right? I mean, it's not as physical for him without Shetsky out there. Schetzel. Yep. So it's a good game to get him back and get him back comfortable.
Inbound to Wright on the left wing, kicks it over to McCulloch. McCulloch back to Brown. Brown baseline three is up and short, and Diogo comes away with the rebound.
A little lack of legs right now for the Mountaineers, that's for sure.
That's the 53rd rebound tonight for Utah State. Anderson thinks about a three, tries to drive, kicks it back to Kuba. Kuba down low to Roche, who throws down, lays up the two-handed layup.
Yeah, I think
I was anticipating a two-handed dunk, but Roche just kind of lays it up and in.
Spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak.
Chandler takes a three-point shot, buries it from the left wing. 111-52. Trevin Doris is going to check in on the next time out. Diogo Brito to Roche, his right-handed reverse layup up and in, and Roche's filling it right now. Roche with double figures. He's got 12 points.
Well, welcome to the broadcast, Brock.
Long three-point shot attempt by Chandler, missed, and Alfonso Anderson comes away with it. Anderson to Kuba.
Oh boy.
Ball a little high and away. And that is the 12th turnover for Utah State. 20 turnovers on the night for Eastern Oregon, with the Aggies leading 113-52. Kubik takes a breather. Brito takes a breather into the game for Utah State. Brock Miller, Alfonso Anderson, Roche Grootvam, Trevin Dorius, and Sean Bairstow. Brown looking to drive, bounce pass to the corner, then kicks it back to Brown. Over to Johnson, Brock Johnson on the right wing. Bounce pass in the lane, goes out of bounds, and they'll say off of Utah State. Nope, reverse the call, give it back to the Aggies.
Yeah, I don't think anyone touched it there. Now, Scotty, with 3 bad long passes, do we have a quarterback controversy?
Yes, I think so.
We're going to have a shuffle.
We're going to have to decide, because if you can't throw the post,
Nope.
you got to find somebody who can. Bairstow outside the three-point line to Anderson, lines up the long three, no good. But there is Dorius with the rebound.
We are dominating the boards today.
Outside to Bairstow. Bairstow posts up Roche. Roche on the right low block. Kicks across to Anderson. Anderson back to Miller. Miller takes the shot from the baseline, up and good. That's a 2. Oh, never mind. Call it a 3. 4:30 left to go in the game. Long pass stolen away. No, it's back to a 2. Long pass to Anderson. Anderson with the two-handed dunk. 117 to 52. Another pass stolen away by the Aggies. Over to Anderson. Anderson's going to get another bucket. Nope, blocked away by Brown at the last minute. Good job by Brown coming back and forcing the deflection on the shot. Long three-point shot on the left wing. Up and good by McCulloch. And now we're just playing some backyard basketball.
Yeah, a little kick the can going on right now.
117 to 55, under 4 minutes left to go. As both teams just ready for this game to be over. Pass intended for Roche. Foul is going to go against Eastern Oregon. That brings us to our under 4 timeout. 3:49 left to go in the game. Utah State leading big, 117 to 55. Aggie basketball from Learfield IMG College. Utah State leads this game 117 to 55. This is the most points scored by an Aggie team since 1986. They had a 119-point game. Let's just assume they get past that plateau. They're going to have a hard time overcoming number 1. That was 140 points scored against UNLV in 1985, but that was a quadruple overtime game against UNLV. At that point, that was the highest scoring game in college basketball history, with the Aggies losing a quadruple overtime to UNLV, 142 to 140. The Aggies will get past the 119. They're probably not going to get to 140, but they'll get past 119, and they might match it here with Roche shooting free throws. When they do, this will be the second highest scoring output in Utah State basketball since 1985. Free throw up and good by Roche Grootvam, who's now got 13 points on the night, 4 of 4 from the field, and 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Well, definitely the pace of this game and the amount of shots going up would make my good friend Rod Tueller happy.
Yeah, this is a Rod Tueller kind of game,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
Yeah, this is the way. This is how you get fans in the seats. I know he would always say that, and I agree.
Second free throw missed by Roche, goes out of bounds. We'll go back to Eastern Oregon. 118-55. And Eastern Oregon will inbound. Brown kicks it back up top to McCulloch. Circles back over to Wright. Wright drives, then kicks back out once again. Cross-court pass, looking for Wright. Baseline shot, missed. At least he drew iron on that one.
Yeah.
And here comes Anderson going the other way. Alfonso Anderson with Utah State. Over to Brock Miller on the left wing. Miller on the left wing being guarded by Brown. Tries to drive into lane, kicks it back over to Anderson for 3. Yes! Alfonso Anderson buries the 3. 121 to 55. Kuba's coming into the game for Brock Miller. As Brock's night most likely is done. So this now is the highest scoring game in Utah State since 1985. That's a few years.
That is. That's a lot of points up there right now.
Max McCulloch with the ball, hands to Brown. Brown, shot, missed. And here comes Utah State coming away with it.
Utah State working a little zone there with 4 post players on the floor.
Aggies 2 rebounds away from 60 rebounds in this game. Down low to Dorius, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Utah State with 2:52 left to go in the game. Rebound totals in this game, 58 for Utah State, 22 for Eastern Oregon.
Reset that lineup for us, Scotty.
That is Sean Bairstow, Alfonso Anderson, Roche Grutfam, Trevin Dorius, and Kuba Karvovsky. It's a lineup that I guarantee has not been on the court at the same time together this year.
No, sir.
I feel pretty comfortable saying that.
That's a large lineup, too.
Yeah, it is.
Long lineup.
Right, hands over to Landon Jones, back to right, takes another jumper, missed. Kuba comes away with the rebound. Karvovsky, that's surprisingly only his 7th rebound of the night. I thought he'd be at double digits. Anderson to Roche, back to Anderson on the right wing. Hands over to Kuba on the right baseline. To Dorius. Dorius underneath, shot up, and get in there, it goes. And he gets the end one. Trevin Dorius, as the Aggies now have 2 7-footers out on the court at the same time.
Yeah, that's a little Houston Twin Tower action there, if I'm allowed to.
Is this something that Coach is kind of playing around with, seeing how they play together?
I think it's, you know what, Scott, I think it's minutes, right? There's 3 minutes left. We don't want Abel out there. We don't really want Brock out there anymore.
Yep.
And there's really no one else on the bench to put in the guard line. So goes with this bigger lineup.
Trevin Dorius completes the old-fashioned three-point play. 124-55, 2:08 left to go in the game. Bounce pass in the paint, shot missed, and that is the 60th rebound of the game for Utah State. Aggies with the ball, going left to right. Aggies currently on a 7-0 run. Roche posting up Kuba. Kuba cross court to Bairstow, takes the long three and buries the long three. 127-55. Up top to McCulloch. McCulloch to right on the right wing, back to McCulloch. 1:28 left to go in the game. McCulloch will rise, fire, take the three, missed, and Dorius comes away with the rebound. Kicks it over to Sean Bairstow.
Aggie showing a little triple post here.
Kuba with the ball on the right baseline. To Roche, takes the long jumper, missed from inside the three-point line. Brown comes away with the rebound. Brown comes left, works back to the baseline, takes the long jumper, got it. Hits the three. 127-58. Aggies with the ball, under 1 minute left to go as the Aggies easily securing their 13th win of the season. Kuba's gonna take the three, get in there. I missed it. Little flat, little long.
And not a bad three-point shooter, by the way.
Yep.
Watching him on scout team early on.
Right, up top to Brown, back to right. Kicks it baseline to McCulloch. Three-point shot attempt good. And Eastern Oregon has just broken 60. 127-61 with 33 seconds left to go. They want to put a couple more seconds on the clock.
I don't know.
They want 35 on the game clock. 35.6. Really, do we want those 2 seconds?
Absolutely.
Anybody gonna miss them?
No.
Inbound to Bairstow, 127-61. 33 seconds left to go in the game as the Aggies looking to just hold. There's your winning team, losing team chant from the Aggie faithful. Good crowd here tonight. Trevin Dorius spin off the glass, no good. Kuba gets the rebound. Kuba lays it up and in with the right hand. And Kuba Karvovsky with 16 points on the night. 129-61.